Morning, sir.
She's not here yet, is she, Vince?
No, so due in half an hour. Bloody hell.
What are you looking at?
Nothing, sir.
Oh, come on then. What's that?
What's what?
That.
Carton of milk.
Carton of milk. Vince, I've never held it against you that come from Basildon. I mean, I've been pretty bloody good about the whole thing, but I'm about to have a conference with Imogen Walker, and you want to serve milk in a carton? Have you got any idea how to make an impression?
Yeah, sorry, sir, I wasn't thinking.
Well, I'll say, put out some of those little UHT containers I collect. I've got a few more from the train this morning. No, wait. Here's some sugars.
Do you want me to get out the airline spoon, sir?
Oh, yes, and make them look classy.
Classy?
Yes, wrap each one in a folded Kleenex. What are you looking at?
Sir, have you done something different to your hair?
My hair, right. What's different about it?
Well, sorry, it looks a bit of a different colour.
Oh, you did very well to notice that, Vince. Yes, it's very, very perceptive. Yes, it's Earthshades Mature. It's an organic shampoo which ever so slightly enhances the natural colour.
Oh, right.
It's not a dye as such. It's just a shampoo with natural enhancer.
Very subtle, sir.
Thank you very much, Vince.
And what, they tell you not to do the eyebrows?
Excuse me for a moment.
You can never guarantee the way a judge is going to decide a case.
Not an inch, Mr. Tripping.
But us, have got a pretty good chance.
That's why I wanted you representing me, Mr. Tripping. No surrender.
No, absolutely. Not a bit of a surrender. None, in fact, like you say.
We will not negotiate with the defendants.
No.
Goodbye, Mr. Tripping.
Goodbye, Mr. Henderson.
Oh, Mr. Tripping. Have a nice day.
Alex, there you are.
John, I am not talking to you about the Imogen Walker case. It's against the rules.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I just genuinely think that you should pay her £81,000 for her injuries.
I told you we're on opposite sides. We're not supposed to discuss it.
Fine. Well, what about paying her £80,000 then?
John, what have you done to your hair?
Oh, you noticed. Very perceptive.
It's Earthshades Mature. It's an organic shampoo that ever so slightly enhances the natural colour.
Yes, thank you, Vince.
It's not a dye as such at all.
Yes, thank you, Vince.
Just a natural...
Yes, all right, Vince. What are you doing?
I have got my new voice recognition computer software. I'm just demonstrating it to Vince.
Voice recognition computer? No, there's no use trying to explain it to me. I don't know anything about computers.
It's a computer that recognises your voice, sir.
No, it means nothing.
John, look. Mary had a little lamb.
I don't believe it.
Yes, she did, sir. His fleece was white as snow, apparently. Miss Carnes used the software to write a novel.
Have you really? What? Not God, that's impressive. And on your voice repetition thing.
I got the software because I realized that, like a lot of creative writers, I'm probably at my most creative when I'm able to move around and create.
You have an appointment.
Vince, can we finish this later, please? I've got a meeting with my publisher.
Yeah, certainly, miss.
Now, John, this new look is all because of Imogen Walker, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous.
You've got a crush on her. All because she was in some stupid 1960s TV show.
The Protractors was not stupid.
Who did she play? Tits and our sidekick, was it?
Emma Zest.
And for your information, Emma was Paul Stallion's personal assistant and chauffeurs until Stallion was given a new identity and a face transplant by Sporf.
Well, the change of face must have been a big shock to her. But that does not entitle her to go around inventing a tripping accident and back injury 35 years later.
She is not inventing it. The Protractors had a code of not lying.
Have you seen her GP notes? She's never even been to see him with back pain.
Imogen Walker is a very badly injured woman.
Yes, and you're a natural redhead. I'll see you later.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Mr. Tripping! I believe there's only one E in grievous.
Yes, you're right. I didn't notice you coming in.
No, I just popped back to give you the other side's witness statements.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Now, Hilary, I don't want any tit-for-tat negotiations. I want total victory in court.
Yes, so do I. Why, may I ask, just out of interest, did you leave your other barrister?
Oh, Harbinson. No, he was hospitalized. Poor man.
Was he?
But our documents will be perfectly drafted. No scope for arguments.
No, I hate messy documents.
Not that work shouldn't be lots of fun. It should be.
Well, it is. It is lots of fun. Not too much fun, though. The main fun is getting everything perfect and not messy.
Yes?
Miss Imogen Walker, sir.
Hello again, Mr. Fullercarp. How nice to see you.
And for me to see you, too. Yes, please have a seat here. Just move my paper.
Thank you very much.
All right. My clerk has made us some tea.
Thank you. You were going to speak to the barrister on the other side. How did it go?
Oh. Yes, it went very well.
I bet they were terrified of you. I know I would be.
A little bit terrified, probably, yes.
How much are they going to be paying me for my injury?
What, you mean money? Well, money, yes.
Surely they're not still saying that there's nothing wrong with my back?
Well, it's rather more complex than that. Let me try and explain the legalities. They think you're lying. Sorry, you're looking rather puzzled.
No, sorry, this spoon seems to have melted in my tea.
Oh, right, sorry. Let me find something to put that in there. Please, have my Kleenex.
Thank you. Don't they know that I have greatly restricted movement?
Well, yes, I did tell them, yeah, but there does seem to be one or two inconsistencies in your GP's record. The fact you never actually went to see him about your back.
Have I shown you how restricted I am when I try to bend?
No, I don't think so, no.
Look, let me loosen my skirt.
Are you sure you wouldn't like somebody else in the room, another female woman? I mean, other than you.
I can't reach the zip. Would you lower it a bit for me, please?
Yes. My hands may be a bit cold and a bit wet, actually. It's a sort of mackerel-like. I'm sorry, I've had it since my teens. I'm sorry.
There, that's how far I can stretch hands, just below my knees.
Yes, well, that seems pretty convincing evidence.
Could you help me up?
Sorry. Yes.
What a firm grip. I was in pretty good shape before the accident. I mean, I could still do most of the things I did in my MSS days.
Gosh, could you?
Silly things like, I used to do that thing where I'd knock people's hats off with the tip of my boot. You probably don't remember.
Oh, the high kick hat drop. No, I don't.
You are going to make them pay me lots of money, Mr. Fullercarp.
Well, I think we've got a pretty good case. We may have to spend a couple of days in court before they cave in completely, which I'm sure they will.
I trust you, absolutely. Now, is there anything else you need to know?
Paul Stallion's glasses, were they really X-ray vision, or was that made up?
Let's put it this way, I never felt entirely safe with nothing on beneath my jumpsuit.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, the court is rather like a theatre, so you'll probably feel very much at home.
It's all rather exciting, the pomp and pageantry. Tell me, will you be wearing your wig in court?
Oh, yes, you'll have to get used to all that, I'm afraid. It's all part of the tradition.
Oh, I know you'll be wearing your barrister's wig. I meant that new red one you've got on. Really suits you.
Yeah, I mean, we do get a lot of novels set in the law.
Well, but that's my point. I mean, none of them are actually written by barristers, which is what I am, a real barrister.
Yeah, well, it's undoubtedly a great world to write about, the law. There's so much natural drama.
This is what I've always said. I mean, Grisham's done it in the States, but no one's really done it over here, which is what made me want to write Presumed Briefs.
Yeah. And there is a lot of law in it.
Well, authenticity is just so essential. I mean, a lot of creative writers, who aren't barristers like I am, they just don't appreciate that.
Yeah, random example, when the heroine gets the wrong dry cleaning.
Yes, that's one of my favourite passages too.
Okay. She threatens to sue, and then she recites all 47 sections of the Supply of Goods and Services Act, 1981, to the shop assistant.
And he doesn't have a clue what to say.
No. And that's when she asserts her claim to a full judicial review under the Human Rights Act. Yeah. It just seems to hold the main action up.
In what way?
Sort of boring.
Well, I don't think that the readers would think that.
About the sex.
Oh, yes, well, I'm sorry, I might have gone a bit overboard there. But then, it is based on personal experience.
Just isn't enough of it.
Not enough.
Well, no, really, you should be hitting an orgasm every 10 pages.
What? Even if they're in court?
Yeah.
You all right, sir?
Yeah, fine, yeah. Vince, what does it mean when a client talks about a punishment hearing?
Are you talking about Brian Henderson? I like Brian.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice, but in a kind of violent and mad way.
Vince, what's the most women you've pleasured simultaneously in a day?
Well, as a matter of fact, it's 5, actually, miss.
Oh, no, that's not enough. Hillary... Oh, never mind.
Do you want me to invoice for those, sir?
Yeah, but try not to charge them too much.
OK.
Beautiful day!
Thanks, sir.
Hi, Brian.
I just popped back to see if you'd finished the documents.
No, not quite. Very nearly, though.
But I wanted to discuss a couple of points.
Oh, blast. Because today, you see, my office is being redecorated. So, why don't we talk tomorrow?
Don't worry. I've got the files in my car. We can talk there. We can go for a little drive.
Alex, hi.
John, for the 100th time, we're not supposed to talk about the Imogen Walker case. Oh, and yes, I did get your post-it. Alex, Cavagan, Yuvagoo, Pavagay, Imigiv, Kivagin, Wovagov, Kivaga, £80,000.
You see, nobody can call that communicating about the case.
Backslang is not a way around the code of conduct, John. Close document.
Document closed.
That's it. I've got it. There is a way we can talk about the case without breaking the rules.
I'll see you in court.
No, it's perfectly straightforward. I talk to your computer, you don't look, and Vince reads it out to you. You reply to your computer, I don't look, and Vince reads it out to me.
Pivagis Offagoff.
Good. Right. Would you pay Imogen Walker £80,000? Go on, Vince.
Would you pay Imogen Walker £80,000? Go on, Vince.
Not even if it would help world peace, you sad old bastard.
Not even if it would help world peace.
Yes, thank you, Vince.
You sad old bastard.
Yes, thank you, Vince.
Mr. Fuller Carr.
Oh, Miss Imogen.
It was incredible in there. You were wonderful.
Really?
Yes. I mean, initially I was a bit concerned that the judge was shouting at you.
I just think he wanted to be clear.
And I didn't know they were allowed to swear in court.
Look, it may have appeared that I was not quite at my best.
It was masterful.
Sorry?
It's absolutely brilliant. I really didn't get it at first. I just thought you were crap. Then I realised what you were doing. Have a big row with the judge at the start of the trial. That way he has to be at pains to make sure he doesn't find against you on the basis of strong personal dislike.
Oh, you saw all that. You really are extraordinarily perceptive.
I can't tell you how impressed I was. You fox.
Yes, well, one picks up these techniques. Look, it's your evidence tomorrow. Actually, I wouldn't mind going through your GP's records. You know, the fact you never actually went to see him.
Do we have to? I mean, I'm so tired. It's probably all the excitement.
Yes, of course, but if I'm going to do my best for you, I really do need to discuss them.
All right, but I really don't want to talk here. I was just wondering. No, this is mad.
What? I'm sure it isn't.
I was just wondering if you'd agree to having dinner at my flat this evening. We could go through everything in a more comfortable setting. There, I've said it. It's probably completely forbidden under the rules.
Well, not really.
I just feel very looked after when I'm with you. A protractor protected.
Protracted, protective. Yes. Well, where exactly do you live?
Here's my card. See you at 8.
Yes. Yes. I'm allergic to celery.
Is it going to be okay?
I think your hard drive's had it, sir.
Can you fix it?
No.
I'll give you £11,000.
So we'll have to take it back to the shop. We're fixing a week.
I've got a hearing with Brian Henderson tomorrow. I've got to finish that document. Oh, my God, what if he...
So you're overreacting, sir. Brian's all right.
I haven't been out socially for weeks. I'm just the sort of person that would never be missed.
Calm down, he's just a client. So if you're really worried, why don't you use Miss Khan's voice recognition software?
I can't. She's always on it.
Oh, I think she was leaving early this evening, so do you want me to go and check?
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
You know what this means? In the underworld in which I now live, we're bound together by this. You've saved my life, and now you can ask me to kill for you.
Get out of those robes, bitch, and show me some respect. Print document.
Document. Printing.
Miss, your taxi's here to take you to the S&M evening.
Ah, thank you, Vince.
Research, is it?
Yes, I'm going to meet a Mistress Donna. Humiliation expert, extensive rubber wardrobe, and equestrian fantasies a speciality. Oh, Vince, before you go, I did need to ask you, how many times is it possible for a man to achieve a fully sustained climax?
What, in a night?
No, in an hour.
Ready to receive dictation.
The claimants will aver... No, sorry. No, I didn't mean sorry was part of the document. Oh, no, I didn't mean sorry was part of the document. It was part of the document either. No, can you stop? Stop. No, stop. Don't write that down as well. I can't even make that noise. It's the phone. Look, there's obviously been some sort of misunderstanding. Let's just forget the whole thing and start again. I'm not saying it's your fault. The claimants will aver...
Well, dinner's just a euphemism, isn't it, sir?
What for? Food?
No, for sex.
No, it can't be. No, women don't normally go for me, Vince. Well, they never went for me. Well, Joy went for me, I suppose, but that was at college, and anyway, it turned out it was for a bet. No, our bedroom has been a very frosty place over the years, Vince.
Well, your wife's had other things on her mind, being in the territorials and that.
If she even suspected I looked at another woman, she'd kill me. And I don't mean kill me in the metaphorical sense. She's drawn up these plans. No, it's unthinkable, Vince. I can't go.
That's very honourable of you, sir. I admire that.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you. Well, now that's out of the way, I feel a lot better.
Always helps to make a decision, sir.
Yes, good point. Oh, there was one thing I meant to ask you, Vince. Have there been any major discoveries in the understanding of the female anatomy in the last 15 years?
And the claimants claim damages in excess of £50,000 and interest. Print document.
Document. Printing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Hello.
John, come in. Goodness, can I call you John?
Well, normally clients don't.
Oh,
but...
I don't have to. It just seems so silly not to here.
Well, drop the mister then. And the fuller carp, obviously. I mean, don't call me fuller carp. Oh, you can if you want, but, well, no, call me John. Oh, the wrist twist hat spin.
Oh, Oh, and you've brought chocolates, Cadbury's roses you shouldn't have.
Oh, well, they're such a good selection, aren't they? I was saying to the chap serving in the petrol station.
You make me laugh.
Do I? Oh, do I, really?
Here, let me fix you a drink. You look like a Scotch rocks man to me.
Oh, right, but with lashings of Campari.
You are always surprising me. That hasn't happened for a long time. Let me sit down here, if that's okay.
Well, it's your sofa. I'm only a sitting tenant, so to speak.
Well, you can extend your tenure as far as I'm concerned.
Right. I brought your GP's records.
Did you? I really must say, John, I don't see what the problem is.
Well, the thing is that we say that you've been suffering continuously since the accident, and so you might expect that your records would show regular visits to your GP, and, well, they don't.
I can explain that. I did go and see him.
Yes, but not about your back. You see, there are one or two entries. Look, March the 5th, cold.
That's right. My back felt cold, icy, very stiff as a direct result of the accident.
Oh, right. And what about April the 2nd? Discussed HRT. Isn't that short for...
Hurts reaching for towel. Was excruciating reaching out for my bath towel. We talked about it for ages. John, I want us both to be in absolutely the right frame of mind for tomorrow.
Oh, right, of course. I'll go.
Please don't. You can be a very attractive man. Do you know that?
Not a lot. Well, that was very...
That tasted good.
Well, that was not only nice, that was indeed very nice. But you're my client. This is unethical.
Isn't the best sex always unethical?
Sex? I don't really know. You see, my wife's in the territorials, and to be honest, even if we did, you know, I'd find it a bit difficult without marching music. Oh, no, I mean, I am attracted to you, God, after what I'm used to. It's like being offered a Big Mac after years of rich crackers.
Thank you.
No, you deserve it. It's just that, well, if my profession is about anything at all, it's about a degree, if only a very small degree, of integrity.
God, the way you said that word, integrity. It was so Paul Stallion. I used to go hot beneath my jumpsuit whenever he opened his mouth.
Did you?
Oh, you are making me feel so Emma-zest. What if I were to put my hips here and do this with my legs?
Well, obviously that would be very fetching.
Oh, if I were to arch my back like this and bend all the way down here.
That would be appalling. What? You can't do that. I mean, you just did. Don't you see? Don't you see what this means? You're supposed to have chronic lumbar spine restrictions. I can't represent you.
John, this is silly.
I'm sorry. When I agreed to represent you on a severe back injury, you didn't tell me you could perform the Kama Sutra.
You wouldn't dare retire from this case. I won't let you.
I'm sorry. You have broken client counsel trust. This is all your fault.
All right, but I'll tell His Honor that you only withdrew after you made love to your client, if you want to be disbarred.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. I really need that money, so you just provide the representation. I'll convince the judge I'm a very badly injured woman. Chocolate?
Mr. Tripping,
Yes, Your Honour?
may I compliment you on page 1 of your written submission?
Oh, thank you, Your Honour.
Can we go to page 2?
Oh, page 2? Yes. Got it.
Could you read me the last paragraph?
The last paragraph, yes. Get out of those robes, bitch, and show me some respect.
Absolutely.
And the preceding paragraph?
Yes? I've got a throbbing hunk of manhood. And it demands the kind of oral that'll have you bleating for sweet Mother Mercy.
Good work, Mr. Tripping. No surrender.
Mr. Tripping, I'd like to see you in my chambers.
John,
Yes, what is it, Alex?
your client, you know, Mrs. Stallion, I said she was inventing it.
You just don't stop, do you, Alex? You've got nothing whatsoever to base that on.
My solicitor insisted that we put a private detective on her. We've got her on video.
Video cameras? What is wrong with you? You should have given me this before the trial started.
Well, I didn't have it at the start. This was taken last night. It's all a bit hazy. It was shot from outside her window. But you can make out she's having some sort of love-making session with what looks like some sad old pensioner. I mean, it's horrible.
You can't do that in court.
It's so tacky.
Well, I see you've decided to heed my counsel. I'm looking forward to hearing your eloquence on my behalf.
Look! Tape!
Pull yourself together. What are you talking about?
The defendants have got you on video. You and somebody they charmingly describe as some sad old pensioner. Last night, they know you're a fraud.
Well, I can explain that when I give my evidence.
Explain it? Well, that thing you do when you arch your back, we'll both be ruined. We're going to have to settle your claim. Don't worry, I can handle everything. It can all be done with great dignity. I'll simply go in there and give in completely.
You said sad old pensioner. They haven't identified you, have they?
Well, it's a pretty bloody accurate description. I just can't take the risk. I mean, you're allowed to screw clients, but not in that way.
I don't believe this. You're pathetic.
Look, why don't I give you some money? And you can keep the chocolates, obviously.
Mr. Fuller Carp, I want my day in court.
Your Honour should be able to make out the indistinct figure of a man entering the claimant's flat.
Yes, it is terribly indistinct, Your Honour. More like a blur than a person.
Ah, yes, the figure carrying that tiny box of chocolates.
Yes, Your Honour.
I believe they are, in fact, £2.49 a box, Your Honour. Just mention the point.
Your Honour will see the claimant invite the man onto the sofa. The man has his back to the camera throughout, but you can make out his awkward movements.
With respect, it does look like rather a deep sofa.
All right. Here you see the man's fumbling attempts at kissing the woman.
Well, hardly fumbling, Your Honour.
Forgive me, Your Honour, but this bit is very funny. He appears to be trying to undo the claimant's bra by looking for catches on the top of her shoulder.
That is pure speculation.
Well, I can see his fat little hands grubbing around on her shoulder, Mr. Fuller Carp.
Oh, look, Your Honour, he's got his arm so far round the claimant's neck, he's now kissing his own hand.
Look, I'm out of practice, OK?
I love this passage. Alex, this really is rather wicked, but it's very, very good. I wanted more of this, really. Where did it come from?
Oh, God, ideas. If only we knew where they came from. I mean, sometimes your imagination just takes over.
This older barrister, the one who dyes his hair and who gets seduced by the glamorous fading actress with the fake injury, it's wonderful. And the bit where they're caught trying to have sex on video and it's played to the court, it's wicked, it's repulsive, it's revolting, almost, but it's compelling.
I suppose that you just know when you've got it right.
Let's just go back and discuss this central character of yours, the young female barrister who humiliates them and wins the case.
She's based on,
She's just so unlikable and smug.
on another barrister who's lovely once you get to know her.
Well, who'd want to? It's a shame, really, because I think because of her, on balance, we're going to have to pass on it. Sorry. But if you have anything else on the older barrister, that wonderfully revolting one, you know, with him as the hero, I'd be happy to read it.
John Fuller Carp dispenses more legal wisdom in confidence, of course, at bbc.co.uk/comedy. And the comedy continues on BBC Two, about to start World of Pub, and then it's Velvet Soup at 10:30.